Welcome back, guys. I know it's been a slow month for Monster Hunter Rise, and the recent 3.1 patch didn't really offer anything new besides the bug fixes, which we do appreciate. There are no new armors, no new monsters, and no weapon upgrades. So I took this chance to learn a new weapon. Now I have builds for the longsword. The longsword builds I feature in this video are not for speedrunners. The builds I have are for hunters who just wants to have fun or wants to try out new stuff. I will showcase 4 abnormal status effect builds for the longsword. So let us begin. My first set, I'm gonna go with the poison element. Let's check out the skills and equipment. So for this poison element set, I'm using the big menacing sight. It has 210 to attack and 39 to poison with a negative 10 affinity and no slots. So this one has really short blue sharpness. So I opted for the handicraft build. For the rampage skill, I used poison boost 2. So for the skills, you can see I used handicraft to level 4 just to get the white sharpness, and I got the necessities, the quick sheet level 3 and the stun resistance level 3. Plus I'm relying my damage on the attack boost, heartbreaker, and counter strike. So for the decorations, I got 2 venom jewels here, 1 handicraft, quick sheet, and venom. Quick sheet, attack, 2 steadfast, handicraft, steadfast, and 1 evade extender and race jewel. The talisman I'm using has a +3 to counter strike and +2 to part breaker, but you don't necessarily have to use this. You can use any talisman you want. Let's check the demo for this type of set. Okay, to tell you the truth, guys, I've been refusing to use longsword for a long time. The reason is because it's so overhyped and overpowered in my opinion. I mean, you always see longswords in speedruns. But I guess this time, I have to use it since there's nothing much new with the 3.1 patch. So right here, yeah, I've been trying and been learning to use the counter, and it does feel good when you actually time it right. And boom, yep, feels good. And the part breaker goes well because I need the flinches more since I'm only doing the poison damage right here. And pretty much it's pretty good. The damage is pretty decent and I'm satisfied with the poison build right here. My next set, I'm gonna feature the blast element. Let's check out the skills and equipment. For the weapon, I'm using Imperial Shimmer. It comes from the Teostra weapon line. It has 200 to attack and blast of 41. It also has a quite short blue sharpness. So again, I used handicraft build for this one just to get the white sharpness. For the rampage skill, I used Teostra Soul to boost my blast damage. For the skills, I used the Hellfire Cloak to partner up with Resuscitate and the blast attack. And I also got level 4 to handicraft with level 3 to quick sheet. For the decorations, 1 crisis here, crisis steadfast, crisis, hellfire, handicraft, and steadfast. And for my talisman, I'm using a +3 to quick sheet and +1 to hellfire cloak. But any +2 to quick sheet of a talisman will do. This set would also work if you only have level 3 to hellfire cloak. Let's check out the demo for this type of set. Now, who would have thought Blast plus Hellfire Cloak plus Helmbreaker can work well with the Longsword? But yeah, tell you the truth, guys, it's really fun playing around with the Hellfire Cloak. And you also have a chance to knock out the monster whenever it gets hit with the Hellfire Blast. Boom! Right there. So 3 hits right here. And you can get additional damage from the Resuscitate while Hellfire Blight is active. Yeah, don't you just love when the blast build-up procs? Boom, right there. And I have to release the Hellfire Blast again for an additional 60 damage and hoping for the Hellfire KO will proc. So right here, counter. Nope, just roll. Got me faked. Alright, now this is the counter. Alright, perfect timing and Hellfire knocked out right there. Pretty good. It is really fun to play this set and you guys should really give it a try. So for my next set, I'm gonna feature the Paralysis build. Let's check out the equipments and skills. For the equipment, I'm using the Rampage Blade S. So right here you can see it has 182 attack with long blue sharpness, affinity of 20%, and a paralysis of 15. So for the Rampage skill, I use Sharpness Type 3, Paralysis 2, and Affinity Surge. For the skills, this one, I'm going all crit here. So max on Crit Eye and Weakness Exploit with the Paralysis Attack and Quick Sheet, and 2 points to Evade Extender and Crit Boost. For the decorations, I'm using Flinch Free over here, Expert and 2 Steadfast, Weakness Exploit, Paralyzer, and Steadfast. And for my talisman, I'm using +2 to Quick Sheet, which has a level 3 slot and a level 2 slot, and just slot in Crit Boost and Paralyzer. Let's check out the demo for this type of set. I know a lot of you are gonna like this set because it does a lot of crits and it does Paralyze. So that's like win-win for both. You get to disable the monster and do additional damage with your crits. So right here, Paralyze, and you're free to do whatever you want. Plus, the Helmbreaker does also decent damage. Of course, don't expect anything spectacular, kind of like using the Camellias or the Tigrex Longsword. But still, it can hold on its own, and the Paralyze is really a big plus for team play. Now, this scene right here would have been really cool if it weren't for the cliff right here and fell down. Bloopers. For me, Tigrex is like one of the best monsters to practice your longswords because it's really super aggressive and it's relentless at charging at you head on. And right now, Tigrex, you're not going anywhere. I'm gonna paralyze you again and follow it up with the Helmbreaker. Cool stuff. And for my last set, I'm gonna feature the sleep element. So yes, I'm going with the sleep bomb technique with this one. Let's check out the skills and equipment. So for the weapon, I'm using the Illusory Frilled Slash. It comes from the Somnacant weapon line. It has 192 attack, green sharpness, sleep of 19, and a level 1 slot. For the Rampage skill, I picked Dulling Strike, but you can choose either attack boost or sleep boost, anything you want. For the skills, I'm relying my damage on Attack Boost 4 and Bludgeoner level 3. And I maxed out Sleep Attack, Quick Sheet, and Bombardier of course. It also has level 2 to Mind's Eye, which will work well with the Bludgeoner skill. And I also maxed out Wirebug Whisperer because I'm gonna use the Sakura Silkbind Slash more often. For the decorations, I inserted one bomber here, Mind's Eye and Bomber, Sleep, Bomber and Steadfast, Blunt, Sleep, Steadfast and Flinch Free, Wirebug, and for my talisman as +2 to Quick Sheet with a level 2 slot and a level 3 slot, so I slotted in 2 Wirebug Whisperers. Let's check out the demo for this type of set. The Sleep Bomb technique can really be fun for longsword as well. In this clip, I'm using the Sakura Silkbind Slash instead of the Helmbreaker because it gives me more hits to apply the sleep buildup. The only downside with Sleep Bomb technique is that there's always someone out there trying to mess you up when you try to detonate the bombs. And like this freaking stupid guy right here calling his friends, and they just started showing up. Look at that, they gang up on me and they try to mess me up and I can't get the bomb to blow. Freaking these guys, look at that. They're all here. I don't know why. They just I didn't get to maximize the damage right here. Well, at least they got caught in the blast. Serves them right. So let me try again on my next attempt. Put Tigrex to sleep, and would you know, if we weren't the Jaggies, it will be the freaking desert fishes. They just, look at that. They just gather, all of them. Just count how many all of them are. Look at that. There's like at least 5 of them, right? And they're just staying here watching me. I don't know what's up with this. I'm trying to bomb Tigrex and they're like lining up, looking at me, trying to mess me up, and not as a big explosion I hoped. Okay, one last chance to do this right. you guys have to be quick. You have to bring a small bomb with you because you're gonna detonate that right in front of you and have to do the quick counter using the wirebug skill. So watch me right here. Place the two big bombs and use the small barrel bomb and put out your longsword and do a quick counter. A silkbind move, but I messed up right here. Come on, one more time. You can do this. Do it again. Do it right. Be quick. Drop the bomb. Put out the weapon without hitting him. Then counter. Boom. Look at that. Pretty good. And that ends my video. I hope you guys enjoyed and are eager to explore different approaches to longsword. We can still have fun even without the flashy crits or equipping meta builds using Camellius and Tigrex longswords. What do you guys think of the abnormal status effect builds? Leave your comments down below. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon below. If you like it, please give the video a thumbs up. I just hope future patches will give us more new monsters and more armor skills to play with. I will try to come up with fun builds besides the usual meta builds, and I will also be getting Monster Hunter stories too as well. I will be mixing up my content going forward. Thanks for watching, and let's get back to grinding.